So I received a question today from one of my favorite people here on planet Earth regarding Second Kings chapter 6. Let me just read here what's highlighted in red. But then the king asked, "What is this matter?" She replied, "This woman said to me, 'Come, let us eat your son today, then we will eat my son tomorrow.' So we cooked my son and ate him. Then the next day I said to her, 'Kill your son so we can eat him.' But she has hidden her son." She said, "No, fam." People panic. What? Cannibalism in the Bible? Is God endorsing cannibalism? Listen, folks, the Bible is also a history book, and quite frankly, the best history book you will ever find written here on planet Earth. Is very comprehensive, dating back from 4,000 plus BC to now and into the future. So it covers all of human history, right? And the Bible is faithful and true. It records history as it happened and prophecy, which is history foretold. Now, this story here happened during, I would say, maybe 800, 900 years roughly before Christ. The siege of Samaria. I don't know if you know what a siege is, but back then they had cities. This was the city of Samaria. And Samaritans were looked at as like half Israelites, like their bloodline, because of when Joseph went to Egypt and he started his family. He's an Israelite, therefore his kids were half Israelite and half Egyptian. Samaria came from that bloodline. Those two kids that were half Egyptian, the tribe of Manasseh and Ephraim. So the other not before they're called Jews, the other Israelites looked upon the Samaritans as, oh man, they're half Israelites. So they kind of had a different viewpoint on them. So these folks are called Samaritans, right, in the city of Samaria. So they were sieged because they're still God's people, but as it is recorded throughout history, God's people often backslid, then got back to God, backslid, then got back to God. But during their times of backsliding, God withdrew his hand of protection to win them back over with love. And what happened was, when God withdrew his protection, well, guess what? You're open up to the world. And there's evil people in this world. And those evil people, they attack cities. Well, a nearby pagan city attacked, sieged Samaria. And what that meant is they surrounded, encamped the fortified city. You see the walls in the picture. And the people could not leave or enter the city. So, because this army encamped around the city for weeks and months, right? And eventually you're going to run out of food and resources, right? If you're getting your water from a nearby lake, river, if you're getting your food from nearby orchards and vineyards and trade, you're in trouble if this army is sieging you. So the folks are literally being starved to death inside their own city, the fortified city. So some of these inhabitants of this city resorted to cannibalism. Can you believe that? There's even cannibalism today, right? It has been ever since the planet has been created. In all these weird and tough situations, people get desperate. It happened again during the Babylonian exile and sieging of Jerusalem when they got captured. The Bible records that as well. So that was 300 years after this here particular event. But yes, this is what the Bible is recording, a faithful, true historical account of what the inhabitants of this particular city that had backslidden from following the one true God, the creator of the universe. And this is their results, right? And sure, not every last person ate people, but here's two women who took a pact. Hey, we'll eat our kids just to stay alive. And so yeah, it's always good to have that proper context when you are reading the Bible, the location, who's involved, what are these people gone through, why is evil happening to these people. Now, usually when there's a story in the Bible and we read it, history can repeat itself, right, as we often have witnessed. So during the end times when Jesus returns, the Bible talks about tribulation. Matthew 24:21, Jesus is saying, hey, for then there will be great tribulation such as has not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no, nor ever shall be. So right before Jesus returns, there's going to be great tribulations. There's going to be famines and pestilences, and people are going to resort to desperate measures. So cannibalism is often to repeat yet again if people get desperate enough. So remember, the Bible is faithful and true to history and historical events, actual events that have been proven in archaeological findings. You can go to these cities today and see the ruins of these cities. Friends, the Bible comes alive once you open your eyes and your heart is right with the Lord and truthfully seeking out for what has truly happened in history and what will truly happen in prophecy. The prophecy is history foretold. Thank you guys for listening to this short video, and I hope it kind of shed some light on these cannibalistic verses. May God get the glory.